1858, the Senate seat from Illinois is going to be up for re-election. The incumbent, Stephen Douglas, is going to debate a newcomer to the national scene, Abraham Lincoln. Now, Lincoln has already served one term as a congressman in the United States Congress, but nonetheless, he's really much of a newcomer. He's more prominent in the state of Illinois. It's going to be 7 debates between the men, and we think of debates today, and it's usually just one person behind a podium saying that guy's an idiot or that girl's an idiot, and then of course the response is, well, guess what, you're an idiot too, and this is why. I mean, that's usually what debates are today. That's not what's going on here. We're talking about hours-long debates where, I'm going to talk for like an hour and 30 minutes, you're going to respond for an hour, and then you're going to talk for an hour and 30 minutes, and I'm going to respond for an hour, or somewhere around there. These aren't campaign speeches put all together. Well, there's going to be one debate in Freeport, Illinois, and the subject of it is going to be that about slavery in the territories. What's going to be decided? Remember, we're fresh off the Dred Scott decision the year before. So Lincoln, despite the fact that he only has a third-grade education, he's going to be able to put Douglas into a corner intellectually to make a decision that's not going to bode well for him when it comes to the election of 1860, when Douglas ultimately runs for president of the United States. Lincoln is going to ask him point blank, what's going to decide slavery in the territories? Is it going to be popular sovereignty, or is it going to be the Dred Scott decision? And we have a classic catch-22 situation when it comes to Douglas. Douglas, if he says popular sovereignty, what he's doing is he's allowing for the possibility that slavery is not going to exist in these new territories. Well, it's going to anger the South, because that's going to say that slavery has a potential for not spreading into these territories. However, if he says Dred Scott's going to decide it, basically saying that slavery needs to be in these territories because the Supreme Court says so, the Southerners are going to be, very, very interested in this, but the North, however, is going to say, wait a minute, that we hate this Dred Scott decision, and now you're supporting it. So he's kind of in a damned if he does, damned if he doesn't type of moment. Well, much to Douglas's credit, in my opinion, he sticks to his guns. He sticks to the principle of popular sovereignty. It's the position he has always advocated, and why change it? So he says popular sovereignty is going to determine slavery in the territories. This is what historians have called the Freeport Doctrine. The problem is going to be is that although Douglas wins this political battle between him and Lincoln, he gets reelected in 1858 to the U.S. Senate. This decision is actually going to cause him to lose the political war against with Lincoln. They're not at war because they hate each other. They're just competing. They're rivals when it comes to Illinois and eventually national politics. Well, basically what's going to happen is, as soon as he says popular sovereignty, the Southern Democratic wing of the party is going to say, wait a second here. Well, this is the guy that wants our support when it comes to him running for President of the United States in 1860. We're going to see about that. And we're going to see that the Freeport Doctrine, that slavery is going to be determined by popular sovereignty, is going to split the Democratic vote in the upcoming presidential election, allowing for another party to win that election. Of course, that election is going to be won by the Republican Party.